Comic fam, SVon82 back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about Narcan. I'm going to tell you guys anything and everything that you could ever want to know about this life-saving drug. So stick around. Welcome back, guys. Like I was saying before, today we're going to be talking about Narcan. I want to share with you guys everything that I possibly can about this miracle drug because it's saved countless lives. It's saved the lives of lots of friends of mine. It's been used on me. It's part of the reason why I'm still here, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I wanted to talk about this with you guys today because it's very important that everyone is familiar with Narcan and knows how to get it, what it is, and just all the details about it. Narcan, aka Naloxone, can treat narcotic overdose in an emergency situation. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved Narcan naloxone hydrochloride 4 milligram nasal spray for over-the-counter non-prescription use. So you can go in any pharmacy, and whether or not you have insurance, you can get Narcan over the counter. Now, there are a lot of questions when it comes to Narcan, such as when should it be used? How do you know? What are the signs of an opiate overdose? What do I look for before using this Narcan? I'm going to go over this with you guys. When an opioid overdose is known or suspected, of course, look for these signs. And a lot of these are up there: conscious or unresponsive, nodding off is a big one, pale skin tone, choking sounds, gurgling noises, slurred speech, swelling of the lips, sweating and chills, erratic breathing, just weird breathing, weird heart rate, body seizing or having convulsions. That's just some of the signs that someone is showing that is having an opiate overdose. If someone is out and they're not breathing, and the first thing that you should do before, so you found someone that you suspect has overdosed, shake them, try to wake them up, try to get their attention. After all else fails, you're going to want to go to a sternum rub. I'm going to talk to you guys for a minute about a sternum rub. The reason that you do a sternum rub, you're going to want to take a fist and kind of rub your knuckles across the person's sternum. Now, we have a defense mechanism built in us that if someone touches your sternum like that, your natural reaction is to protect yourself. So if you aren't capable of coming to during a sternum rub, at that point, they know that you're truly out. You should administer Narcan at that point. Let's see. It will not reverse the effects of opioids, such as benzos, amphetamines, and alcohol. Narcan can make you feel nauseous, disoriented. It makes you sweat, nervousness, irritable. Like I was saying before, anyone can get naloxone from a pharmacy or from a local organization that has a naloxone distribution program. Generally takes about 3 minutes to take the effect. If they don't respond after the 3 minutes, you can give a second dose. Call 911, stay with them until help arrives. Naloxone is only active in the body for 30 to 90 minutes, and its effects, could wear off before those of the opioids, causing the addict to stop breathing again. The person should be observed constantly until help arrives. And I wanted to talk to you guys for a minute. There are two different ways that you can administer Narcan. There are two different forms that Narcan comes in. The most common is going to be this right here. This is the nasal spray. I'm going to show you guys exactly what this looks like. That is what the nasal spray looks like. I'll put up this picture real quick. You can see the person spraying it. You're going to put this up the person's nostril and you're going to spray it. Just push it in with your thumb, just like that person's doing. So you take it and you're going to put those two fingers there, put your thumb there, and you're going to press with your thumb. and that's going to discharge the naloxone, the Narcan, into the person's nasal passageway. Now, there is also another way um, to administer Narcan to someone. I don't recommend this one as much, but this is definitely another way to save someone's life, and I want to talk about it as well. Um, there is using naloxone IV, and I'll cover that for a second. Throw this up here. When using this, you're going to want to inject 1 to 2 milliliters or 40 to 80 micrograms into the upper arm or upper thigh of the victim very slowly over a 1 minute period of time. And so you can get these packs, and usually they come with 2 syringes and 2 vials of your naloxone. And then you got your syringes right here. So that's it. That's your Narcan in IV form. And this is your most common. This is probably the one that you're going to want to get. This is just the easiest to carry around, the most convenient, but it's the Narcan 4 milligram nasal spray. And they come in boxes of 2, just like this. And it has instruction packets inside and everything. You should definitely stay with someone until help arrives. But when you're going to want to, if you're shooting them, if you're going to do it with the IV, you're going to want to do it in the upper thigh or the upper arm very slowly for over 1 minute time, like I was saying before. Closely observe their response. It typically has the Narcan. It typically has a shelf life of 18 to 24 months. But when I was researching Narcan earlier, it says that this stuff can be good up to 30 years after its expiration date, which is crazy. So even if it's expired, still hold on to that. And the shot can be done through clothing, which I didn't know that until today. In diabetic addicts, naloxone can improve the surviving insulin secretion with better glucose tolerance. In non-diabetic addicts, the naloxone exerts its effects on the peripheral organs. Narcan can be given every 2 to 3 minutes until the person wakes up and breathes normally. There is no maximum dose with Narcan. And naloxone stays in your system for about 72 hours, and most side effects go away after a few hours. If the victim doesn't respond to the Narcan, eventually a decision to administer CPR may need to be made. And I'll put up on the screen right now. If you're not familiar with CPR, I think it's something that we all learned in school. If you need a refresher guide, though, take the time to run through these steps. It's a really important thing. It could save someone's life. So you're going to want to shake and shout, call 911, check for breathing, place your hands at the center of their chest, push hard and fast about twice per second. If you've had training, repeat cycle of 30 chest pushes and 2 rescue breaths. And if you need to pause that or whatever and look at it, you can. But I really felt like this was an important thing that I wanted to talk about today. I haven't really talked about much recovery here lately just because I've had so many great guests on the show. But it's something that I want to make sure to always incorporate in my channel because I just feel the overwhelming need to give back what was so freely given to me that I received from everyone when I was going through recovery, and all the support that I got, all the support that I get from you guys from the comic book world. I just want to give it back, and I want to help people. I want to put this info out. So hopefully it'll save lives. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the substance abuse and mental health services line. If anyone ever needs to call it, it's toll free. It's 1-800 number. There'll be someone at the other end you can talk to that can refer you to some real genuine help. And I always say this I try to say it on every show that I remember, but if you guys ever need to reach out to anyone, if you ever need to talk to someone and you feel like you don't have anyone, you have someone. I'm here for you guys. I'm always here for anyone that wants to reach out. The best way you could probably get me would be to message me on Instagram. I have the same name on Instagram, svon82. Feel free to reach out with any questions, any problems. I'd be glad to help you however I can or refer you to someone that could help you. And I really appreciate you guys checking out the video today. Really important. I'll show you guys the different forms it comes in again. Narcan as a nasal spray, which is probably the most recommended. I would recommend probably going with that. But you can also get these 2 packs of the Naloxone IVs. Definitely a miracle drug. Definitely out here saving lives. I recommend everybody get it and keep it on them. Tell you guys a quick story before I wrap it up. The last time that I overdosed, they used Narcan on me, and it was unsuccessful. I was so far gone from opiates that Narcan wasn't even bringing me back. They ended up having to do CPR to bring me back. They did the sternum rub, everything I talked to you guys about. It's all been done to me before, and that's why I really wanted to do a video talking about this stuff, answering any of the weird questions that people may have about Narcan that maybe an ordinary person might not know. Unfortunately, I've been through it, but I'm grateful that I made it out the other side, and now I can share what I've learned with you guys. So hit me up if you guys need me. I love you guys so much. Still on the road to 1K. We're getting there though. I'm at like 960 something. But I've really been feeling the love from the community here lately. Love you guys so much. I'm gonna quit rambling on, but be sure to check out Comic Book Addicts every Monday night at 7:30. We got some awesome guests coming, y'all. Till next time, peace.